UFC 316 is this weekend, and I'm going to be streaming the entire cards from the early prelims to the main event because we're getting some good cards now. Like, although the main event, no one really asked for it. Okay, the card looks pretty decent. It's good. It can't be any worse than fucking Macy Barber versus Blanchfield, which I actually predicted perfectly because I did a breakdown video and I was asleep for a minute. And basically that's what happened because the fight didn't even happen. So let's go. Mystic Bromo, he's back on it with predictions. We're going to start with the main event and work our way down. I'm going to do a whole card prediction. I'll break down the main card and I'll give quick fire predictions for the prelims and early prelims. Don't want it to be too long. Starting off with the main event. I said. There we go. Merab versus OMalley. How do I think this fight's going to go? I think Merab's going to get it done again. I think he's going to make it look easy again. I don't see any other way this fight goes, to be honest. I can see Sean O'Malley trying to target the body. Because in that 5th round, round 5, Sean O'Malley had success when he was going to Merab's body. It was too little too late for Sean. Alright. I just don't think he's better than Merab. I think Sean O'Malley's career as a whole, it's quite manufactured, isn't it? It's very manufactured. I think he's very overrated. I think his run to the title was shit because he got a robbery victory over Pyer, got a very, very quick a very quick turn around Aljamain Sterling. Fucking hell, I was hard to say. Knocked him out, fair play, but didn't really give Aljo a lot of time to, you know... Like I say, it was a very quick turnaround. Very quick turnaround. And then he had his bullshit defense against Chito Vera, human punching bag Chito Vera, and then he lost to Merab. Because Merab's just that good. And I think it's going to be more of the same this fight. I think Morab's just going to push the pace, as he does, for 25 minutes. I think it might be a little closer this time. I might give Sean O'Malley 2 rounds. I'm going to go for 48-47 to Merab. Maybe getting the last 3 rounds. Kind of the same as Umar. Maybe Sean gets the first 2. First 1.5 maybe. And then Merab then just takes over with his pace. And wins a decision. Now, I'm going to do a separate breakdown video on this, so I won't say too much. But I do think Merab is going to beat O'Malley again. Then we can finally move on to other contenders like Corey Sandhagen, maybe. You know, like, get Corey Sandhagen a title shot. Also, what's bloody waiting so long, Dana White? I don't see, but I don't think it's going to be any different. I think Merab's got it in the bag. In the bag. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now we're moving down to Juliana Pena versus Kayla Harrison. Unironically excited to watch this fight. I never thought I'd say that about a women's fight outside of watching Zhang Weili fight, but I am excited to watch this fight. I really, really am. How do I think it's going to go? I think Kayla Harrison's going to win by submission because Pena's absolutely dog shit. And Harrison is basically a man. Basically a man. I cannot see Juliana Pena being able to fend off Kayla Harrison. I really can't see. I really don't. I don't know if she can do that because her striking is abysmal. All right, and I don't think she's as good of a grappler as Kayla Harrison is. She's a fucking beast, man. Look at her. Look at the size of this woman. In fact, let's just look at her. What the fuck is that? How the fuck has she passed the drugs test, bro? That's a man. That is Brock Lesnar. That is Brock Lesnar. We'd get Paul Heyman in here to introduce this fucking woman. Alright? This is a man. I cannot see any way that Juliana Pena can fend off Kayla Harrison. She got a fluke victory over Amanda Nunes. And then Amanda absolutely just schooled her in the rematch. Shows that it was a fluke. Pena then robbed Pennington. Let's be honest. Pennington won that fight. Kind of a robbery. I think Kayla Harrison's just going to submit her. Either that, or it's going to be a smudge fest decision. I hope it's not. I hope we actually get... I heard a stat from someone. Apparently, there's not been a finish in a woman's title fight since 2023. I think that's the case. Let's change that, all right? Let's get Kayla Harrison with a submission on Juliana Pena. And I'm just going to forewarn you guys, I am going heavy favourites on this card. I usually, chucking a few underdogs here and there. I don't see the underdogs getting it done on this card, I'll be honest. I have picked some good underdog picks like fucking Yuri and MVP when he was fighting Shara and a few others, I can't remember now. But I'm going heavy favourites on this, to be honest with you. Pyer versus Gastelum. I think Pyfer's going to knock this fool out. Look at this absolute blob of a man. I'd be surprised if he fucking makes one. The amount of times this fucking guy has missed weight. Look at him. He's a fucking blob. He's an absolute fucking blob. How are you going to be 5'9" and a blob? Well, it's because it's middleweight, isn't it? He really needs to cut. But then, no, but saying that, he can't even cut down. He's so fucking fat. I think Piper's got it. He's more disciplined. This will be a great win for Piper. Kind of got fraud checked against, I want to say, Jack Manson. This will be a great win for him. Big name in Kevin Gastelum. That legendary fight he had against Adesanya. I think Piper could knock this guy out. And we can be like, yeah, be like Joe Pyfer, guys. Be like Joe Pyfer. This is a great fight for him to win. I can see him doing it. I think he's the favourite as well. He is. Minus 390. Wow. Pretty big favourite. I can just see it happening. All right. I'm not really much to break down. I think Pyfer's going to get it done. Gastelum's just a bit... He's washed, isn't he? Let's be honest. He's washed. Now he could come out with an upset. Vintage Gastelum. I don't see it happening though. Not against Joe Pyfer. And this is, like I say, a good win for Joe to get him back talking about, looking at decent competition. Decent competition. I'm picking Joe Pyfer via knockout because he has got good hands. He has got those hands. Body bags Pyfer he's called body bags for a reason, boys. Now, Mario Batista versus Patchy Mix. I'm excited for this one. I'm going Patchy Mix by submission. Now, I'm not going to sit here and act like I watch Bellator, because I don't. I never have once. I've never watched Bellator in my life. I only really heard of Patchy Mix because he was a pretty biggish name, okay? So when I heard he was fighting Mario Batista, what I did was went to watch some tape. And what I can see from Patchy Mix is... very good submissions. Very good. He will get taken down to jump a gilly or jump a triangle, and he's got good takedowns himself. He will take you down. This is basically Mario Batista's worst nightmare, in my opinion. I cannot see Mario Batista doing anything to Patchy Mix. He'll probably try to take him down, but Patchy Mix will go down, and that's where he's fucking dangerous from what I've seen. He will jump a gilly. He did this crazy leg stretch submission where he got the guy's leg and brought it right up here. It was crazy. I don't know what it's called. It looked cool as fuck though. And I think Patchy Mix is going to come in and make a statement here. And thank you, Dana White, for making this fight happen. Because fuck Mario Batista. He would have beaten Marlon. I would have picked him to beat Chito Vera. I would have picked Mario Batista to beat Chito Vera. But Patchy Mix is coming in. All right, he's going to submit this fool. Great submissions, great takedowns, great ground game, and I would argue better striking than Mario. But he's basically just better than Mario Batista everywhere, in my opinion. I think maybe it's because I just don't like Mario. Maybe I'm just being biased against him because I fucking hate the guy. But I can see Patchy Mix getting a nice little submission win. hopefully in round 1. I don't know what round I'm going to go for, but I'm just going to say submission win for Patchy Mix against Mario Batista. Get this full gone. Fuck Mario Batista. We're all rooting for Patchy Mix here, boys. We're all rooting for the guy because we don't like Mario Batista. If you're a Mario Batista fan, what the fuck is wrong with you? Moving down. Card opener. Luque versus Kevin Holland. Luque coming off a fucking fantastic win against Themba Garimbo. Round 1 finish. I predicted Luque to beat Themba Garimbo, by the way. I predicted that shit. I said by knockout, though. I said by knockout. I didn't say by submission, but he knocked him down and then jumped into submission. I picked Luque to beat Themba Garimbo. Just putting it out there. But I'm picking Kevin Holland to beat Luque in this one. I'm thinking. I don't know whether it's going to be that by finish or by decision. I'm thinking maybe a finish. I think Kevin's a lot faster than Luque. He's got 4-inch height advantage, a fucking 6-inch reach advantage, 6.5-inch reach advantage. No, sorry, 5.5-inch. Basically 6-inch reach advantage in the arms, and then a 2-inch in the leg. I think Kevin Holland is just going to stay on the outside, catch Luque when he's coming in. I can see Kevin Holland getting a nice KO here, and I think he will be ranked. If he beats Vicente Luque, he will be ranked. Even though he doesn't want to be ranked, apparently, because it comes with too much fame. I don't want to be ranked, guys. So I don't know what he's going to do when he beats Vicente Luque. Maybe he's going to lose. Maybe he's going to lose on purpose, so that he doesn't go into the rankings. So really, should we be picking Vicente Luque in this fight, guys? Because Kevin Holland talks about how he doesn't want to be ranked or work up the rankings to fight for a title. Maybe he's going to lose on purpose to stay out of the rankings. That's a shout. I'm joking. I think Kevin Holland's going to knock Vicente Luque out. Now, the Themba Garimbo win, although it was very fucking good, it was very fucking shocking. No one saw it coming, apart from me. I predicted it, but even I was shocked. Even I was fucking shocked about that fucking submission. I was like, what the fuck, bro? It's crazy. But I'm going Kevin Holland by finish, to be honest. I think he's quicker, longer, more unorthodox. Like, he's a weird guy to fight, is Kevin. Very weird guy to fight. Okay. So, going over the main card. Merab decision. Harrison by submission. Piper by knockout. Patchy by sub. Kevin Holland by a finish. I know I've gone favourite heavy. I don't usually go favourite heavy. I usually chuck a few underdogs in there. Alright, but I don't know. I don't see it happening on this card. Now, I'm going to blitz through these. Joshua Van versus Bruno Silva. I think Van via decision. I think he's just too quick. He's on a fucking roll. He looks absolutely fantastic at the moment. I don't see anyone really derailing him outside of the top 10. I think he'll probably make it quite high up in the rankings, to be honest. I'm picking him by decision. Now, this fight is off. But Azamat Murzakanov is fighting Brenson Ribeiro. Now, Johnny Walker, I think he's pulled out and he's fighting Zhang Ming Yang now, which is crazy. Johnny Walker just wants to... I think he wants to get knocked out. I'll go Murzakanov via TKO, finish, whatever you want to call it. All right. I'm going to go with that. I think that's a pretty safe bet because this guy is coming in on short notice. And yeah, I mean, decent win against this guy, round 2 submission. But if I'm not mistaken, I'll check, this guy was making his UFC debut. Yeah, he was. So what does that really tell us? Not really an awful lot. Not really an awful lot. But he's fighting Azamat Murzakanov. I'm going to pick Murzakanov via stoppage. This one I'm not too sure about. I'm not too sure about, to be honest. But I'm kind of leaning towards Spivak by decision. To be honest with you. I mean, Spivak's decent. I mean, heavyweights are pretty shit in general, but Spivak's pretty good for the most part. I'm going to go with him via decision. Not really much to talk about, really. Chaos Williams versus Uros Medic. God, I'm still sick. I don't know. I don't really know. First thoughts. I'm going to go Uros Medic via... I'll come back to that one. I'm going to Wang Kong via the decision. Well, this girl's coming off Ariane da Silva 2-fight losing streak. It's not good. It's not great, is it? It's not really... It's not a good look, is it? Decision for Wang Kong. Decision for this guy, whoever the fuck... I'm not even going to lie. Who the fuck is that? No idea. And I'm going to go decision win for Quillian. Or Quillen. Well, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go Chaos Williams. Fuck it, finish. Why not? There we go. There's my predictions for UFC 316. I'm going to do a little breakdown video later on in the week for Merab versus OMalley. Also, this Friday, the debut of the No Bromo podcast with me and Ricky Blitz, alright? We're going to go over UFC 316, talk about it. What do we think? What are we excited for? How do we think the fights are going to go? I mean, you know what I think, but what does Ricky think? And if you know who Ricky is, you might not. He's been on the channel a few times in the live streams. We bounce off each other really well. It's going to be a fun little watch. Weekly podcasts starting this Friday. Excited for that. Let me know what you guys pick for this fight card. I'm excited. Like I say, I'm going to stream the whole thing. Early prelims through to the main event. I'm pumped. We've got a good few weeks of cards coming up, to be fair. The next few weeks are looking good for the UFC. So I'm excited. Like and subscribe. Links down below. Until next time, I'll see you in a bit.